Hi, hello, welcome everyone. So I heartily welcome all for my first technical podcast. So I welcome all the audience present here. So first of all, I want to introduce myself. Myself Gautam Raj. I have 15 plus years of experience, industrial experience, and then I have 15,000 followers in LinkedIn. So here our co-host, he's my friend and an industry expert. He had more than a decade of experience in model-based development, control systems, and he had doctorate in control systems. So I heartily welcome Mr. Narayanan, Dr. Shankara Narayanan on board. So I'm very happy to be host you, Shankar Narayanan. Welcome, Shankar Narayanan, for my first technical podcast.
Yeah, thank you, Gautam. It's a wonderful opportunity for me to be in your podcast too and to address your followers.
Thank you, thank you. So, Shankar, now tell me. So, in industry, people are using various tools. So, here my major question is: majorly people are using MATLAB. So, wherever you see aerospace, automotive, or whatever industrial automation, people majorly use MATLAB. So in that, can you tell me what is MBD here? So as you expertise in MATLAB and model-based design, I just want to hear something from you. What is MBD? Why we need MBD here, Shankar?
It's a good question to start. Yeah, actually, you would have prevailingly hearing this name in MATLAB people with MBD, model-based development. So basically, it's simple. It's like kind of a very structured approach to develop any model or to test or
Mhm,
anything. So, to by its name itself, explanatory. It's model-based engineering. You want to follow a model, a methodology.
mhm.
Based on that, you will do the development of all your things.
Okay.
So it's like kind of like well-established approach where every step is being traceable, and it eliminates your dependency
Mhm.
on people. So if somebody is coming new on board and they want to pick up the things, so with this MBD process, you can able to follow up easily and you can catch up with it. And also it eliminates dependency between people so that anybody can work on that model, which will
Okay.
not hinder the development of it.
Okay. Okay. I have a curiosity to ask this question. Yeah, as you know, and all our audience know, we are into AI era. Okay. So wherever you go, AI will play a major role. I hope MATLAB also they adhere something on AI. So is AI will eradicate this MBD and then in MATLAB, like, do we need to learn more in anything more than MBD we have to learn, or what's the current scenario, Shankar?
Truth to say, it will not eradicate.
Hmm.
AI can't eradicate, but in contradicting to that, it will aid the MBD. It will improve the MBD.
Okay.
So to say is previously we will follow all this thing, all the if you take an MBD, a certain process has been followed. You have to, or you can able to automate those process using an AI and all those things. But to
Mhm.
answer the questions, everybody has to update. This is an AI world. Right now, currently AI is like inevitable. Like even kids are all using
True.
AI and all those things for
Yes.
updating even status of WhatsApp. So
Exactly.
I think so everybody has to update themselves with AI, but not like a professional level at least, but something which can be given as a prompt and
Mhm.
extract the work from that in terms of MBD. So that's where we have to update ourselves. And
Okay.
it
Okay.
will help you to move forward
Uh-huh.
with MBD. It will make you to show exemplary level to automate things and make the process more faster. So that would be the where right now we are in MBD
Okay. Okay.
with AI, I would say.
Yeah. So one more thing on AI itself, like yes, when I worked in MATLAB like before 5, 6, and 7 years before. So we used to create a model, and then after that model creation, like we'll create a code gen. Uh,
Hmm.
we'll 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 create a auto code from that MATLAB model, and then software people they will flash that code in. Uh, into the corresponding target. Okay,
Yes.
but now I no need to be create a model, but AI
Mm.
can directly write a code. If I give a
Mhm.
logic or some models or some whatever input to Claude or Cowork or whatever it is, so it will create a piece of code. Okay.
Yes.
Now, can you tell me in this scenario how
Mm.
this auto code and AI code differs?
Okay, that's a good question too. So I would say like kind of there are two aspects to say here. You can give anything to AI
Mhm.
and you can generate a direct piece of code.
Uh-huh.
And there is something like you model it
Mhm.
and you will generate an auto code. So the difference between these two only you're asking, I believe.
Yes, yes,
So
exactly.
yeah, and how if it is being done by AI, whether an MBD is required or not. So there is itself your question itself answers there. So
Mhm.
MBD is something like verified thing.
Mhm.
You will verify the entire process. Like if it is a model based development, you will give different kinds of inputs to it. You can visualize, like if, for example, if you take a MATLAB, it's a user friendly approach where you can able to interpret what is going to be the current input and what is the expected output and all those
Okay.
things. And it is also possible to make sure that intermediate calculations are also visible to you. You
Okay.
can tap it out and you can read it and say it. So after verifying and all these things, can, if you generate a code, you can be making sure that yeah, this is a well versatile, attested code, authoritative code, that it is a well working one
Okay.
with
Okay.
multiple tests and all those things. But in case you take AI, yeah, the code may work,
Mhm.
but you can't able to decipher what is inside of that code,
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
or you have to run tests for it. But that running a C code or something and flashable directly on a piece on a SOC and doing a test with software in loop or any other way, it would be much costlier for you,
Mhm.
and it would be a very great time waste for the testing team.
Mhm.
So here you will do as a functional level test in case of in MATLAB, and you will give a very like kind of a, with a confident you can give the code.
Okay.
But in this case, you may not have that much confidence. So
Okay.
this would, I would say, a major difference. But other than that, there is not much difference. If AI, you can able to bring that things in AI. Like for example, you can build a model using AI, and that AI building in MATLAB, and from there you generate a code automatically. Then AI can do. Then AI based MATLAB code is like same, I would say.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I got your point. Okay. Now you told about the validation, so we'll come to validation part here. So yeah, I'm completely into automotive. So and your experience is like vast. So you had automotive experience as well as you have other industrial and research experience as well. So now tell me, Shankar, in validation part. So yes, I will create a model. So and then based on model, will create a code, and then the code will implement in the particular target, and it goes on. So that's how we do in automotive. So what about in other industries? So other industries also in aerospace or in other industrial automations, industry also they also work like same. So they'll do sill, mill, hill, pill. Can you explain like what is the process generically?
Um, Okay. So yeah, so it's like kind of similar process, I would say. So automotive, aerospace are all safety critical applications.
Yeah, yeah,
So
true.
for sure, whatever they follow in automotive, that would be double the time it will be checked in aerospace.
Uh-huh.
So to give in perspective, like not only we will just check in pill, hill, mill or something, we will also check like in code level, like every test case is being tested, like MCDC coverage, multiple choice conditions and all those things are being tested or not. There
Mhm.
is no any dead code is there. If and that test and all will be tested, then it will be passed on to other kind of testings like mill, pill, and hill setups.
Okay.
And if it is like kind of a non-safety critical applications, this will apply there.
Mhm.
But you may not have that model code coverage test.
Mhm.
Maybe they will not have that much big importance to it, because that takes some kind of time for you to test that conditions and all those things. So
Mhm.
that may not be there.
Mhm.
But other things would be the same: model, test, testing, then it goes to software testing or process in loop testing, then it goes to hardware in loop. So
Hmm.
that's more or less same, I would say.
Okay, okay. I understood. Then, as per I'm kind of a clear now. So then, throughout the all industries, like the process is same. Like, create
Same.
the
Like few difference
model.
maybe like kind of that model code coverage may not be there.
Okay.
What my experience is, in current company I'm working, like kind of we asked of the same questions about what about model code coverage and not test and all those things. They told it's not a safety critical applications
Okay.
like
Okay.
aerospace or aviation industry, or it is through automotive or pharma. All those are all safety critical. So
Uh,
those things are all like kind of require additional step like model code coverage test, where
okay.
it requires you have to write additional test cases for it. That's an additional test. It's not
Uh,
like kind of simple also. So those things are all like kind of AI can be very useful. Like you can
okay.
automate those test case writing and all. That would be
Okay,
the
then
difference.
it's completely based on case by case, based on the criticality of the module, and then what implementation going on the exact real time scenario. Okay, okay, yeah,
Yes.
it's much more clear now. Okay, so yeah, now you it's clear now. Like you explain about what is MBD and those things. So one more thing, I just want to go in depth. So in MBD, I can see like many things are there, like MATLAB model, Simlinks, state flows, M scripts. Only few things I know. Like apart from that, anything else is there. I'm
Most
not.
people will have this. Yeah.
Kindly let me know. Okay, so if I want to start my career in MBD, so what I have to first learn, like I have to directly go to Simulink or Stateflow. Why these many things are there? Like few things. Why we need this Simulink Stateflow? Why this got separated?
Oh, that's a good question. So, I will come to your question in parts. So, the first question is like where I have to start. First of all, the starting point would be like kind of what is MATLAB? Go for first M scripting. What is M script? But if you are, it depends upon what profile you are working. If you are going to be working like kind of for code generations and all those things, better you can start directly with Simulink.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You can, and as go by, you can learn M script.
Mhm.
Okay. Then first, once you are getting knowing about Simulink, how the Simulink works, how it will be like solvers, what are all the types of solvers, or what is going to be the settings you can give, how to run a simulations, and what are all the toolboxes available. Those things can be coming as a first step. Then the second step is you as goes by demands, as by demand, you will start to learn more about state space and other oriented things like kind of maybe like subsystem referencing, model referencing, etc., etc., whatever it may be.
Okay.
So, and the second thing I would say is your defined learning part would be like say 40%, like a pattern of learning or just following the things. Mostly 60% comes from mistakes and doing and mistakes.
Okay, it's kind of a
So
practice, I can say. Okay.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever like projects we are working that will teach us more compared to what we learn directly from the YouTube links or something. But both are important. Like I would say 40-60% kind of. So that's where. And coming to your second questions, it's like kind of why we have so much things and what is the significance or purpose of these things like
Mhm.
Simulink, Stateflow, MScript, and etc. etc. So I can take three. I can take three and I will say these things. Why? Because these three are prevalent and known to people. So first is MScripting,
Uh-huh.
next is Simulink, then I will go a subset of Simulink is Stateflow. I will say about these. So first to say M scripting is like kind of a darling to you. Like
Uh-huh.
why? Because you can do whatever you want. It's like just a scripting.
Okay.
Whatever like kind of sorting functions or in it has more amount of inbuilt functions which you don't want to write codes for it.
Uh-huh.
So for example, you want to find in a huge matrix, you want to find only the certain numbers which is equal to 5.
Okay.
Then you just don't want to go through for loop and something and see wherever phi is there and you have to write. That is not there. There
Okay.
are commands for it. Just to write phi, find a command and just to do. It will give the positions wherever the phi is present. You want to flip anything, flip a matrix in this way or reshape a matrix in this way. All those things are possible there. You
Okay.
don't want to write it as a separate code.
Okay.
So those things are all possible in M scripting, and M script is suitable where you want to extract some results and analyze the results and use it somewhere in present, like presenting some people or paper presentations, or to have some inference. There, M scripts helps you with. To give a very good example is, you are doing some analysis over a data and you plotted that data, and that data you're going to use it in presentation to show your stakeholders, see, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Those analysis are all can be easily done in mscripting.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's where mscript does. But where mscript fails is, it can't be converted as code, auto coding,
Okay.
because
Okay.
certain things are all inbuilt functions which can't be generated.
Okay. So
So,
then,
if I'm saying, yeah,
okay.
there
Then,
comes a picture. Yeah.
yeah.
And one more
Then,
thing I would
yeah.
also say.
Yeah. 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 Please, please continue. Yeah.
So one more thing in M scripting is, it is not a temporal based, like time based. It is running like simulation you're running. It's with
Uh-huh.
respective time. This much second I ran, 5,000 seconds, 6,000 seconds. It is not like time based. It's
Uh,
just a discrete one. It can
okay.
be run in temporal or spatial, anything.
Okay. Okay.
So that is fail. So those solvers, and like we always say, stiffness of the solver, how to reach it, all those things are not possible in in M script.
Okay.
There comes your Simulink then picture. Your
Okay.
question
Yeah.
you asked.
Before that, like, yeah. Thanks for that. Like, uh, yes. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you are telling M script is for mainly for, so it's just my point of view. Just correct me. So then M script is for automating inside MATLAB, inside my model, whatever things I want to automate within my models or Simulink or whatever it is, like undefined functions from apart from my MATLAB, I mean Simulink and Stateflow, I can define my own process or structure or whatever it is in my script. So that script will trigger particular model or particular state flow, so then it will have a control over these things. Correct?
Yes, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Mhm.
Like to say is, like, you can, you want to test for 1,000 test cases. M script is, you can be used to feed the 1,000 test cases, read line by line, run the model, and log the results. But
Okay.
the core
Okay.
logic is a Simulink model, which can be converted into a code. But this M
Okay.
script can be only used for testing the
Okay.
model.
Okay. Just for scripting purpose, they created this. That's it. Yeah.
Yes, it will
Got
help
it.
for
Got it.
scripting, analysis,
Okay.
testing, all that. You can't
Good.
convert it into a useful code also, the thing.
Great. 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 Yeah. Go ahead with Simulink and state flows.
You answered that question itself. That Simulink model is something where useful thing is present. Where, like, a function you want to create, for example, you want to have an ADAS implementations like camera-based image processing, live image processing, and
Mhm.
all those things. That can be done, should be converted as a code,
Yeah.
can be going inside Simulink.
Mhm.
And Simulink is strictly, it is temporal based on, it is like kind of differential equations, it can be solved there.
Mhm.
So that's where Simulink comes in picture.
Mhm. Mhm.
So all the things, equations and all those algebraic equations you can solve, ODEs you can solve, and you can have logics with it, like if else logic, for loop logic, everything you can house it.
Mhm.
Then coming to state flow, yeah, this is like kind of a little bit higher version of a thing.
Mhm.
Like, certain things can be like kind of cannot be written as a logics. Like, for example, you can write a equations like kind of a plus b the whole square equation, you can implement in Simulink, like a as one variable, b as one variable, using multiplication and addition and all those things, you can get the output. But let us take a traffic light system or something.
Mhm.
So every traffic light signals or something, it has to switch from green to blue, red to yellow, and all those things. This should be properly timed, and you should have a coordination between one signal and other signals. So like, this road has one signal, and another road coming and joining in the same intersections may have signals. So at that time, it is not like kind of an equation, it's an event based conditions.
Okay.
If an event occurred, you will have this kind of sorry, if a condition is triggered, event will occur. So this is an event based logics. So for that purpose, you can't use a normal Simulink. It would be, you can do it using if else or something, but it would take a lot and lot of time for it. Would that if else would be like kind of hangama for you to decode. At that spot only the state flow comes in picture.
Okay, okay,
So where you can able to trigger any event based logics,
okay,
and you can define what when it is entering that event,
okay,
what will be when it is exiting it event, and what will be during this event, what happens. All those things you can put it in MATLAB. That's state flow.
okay,
The
okay.
next advantage of state flow is like I this is an extra added thing I'm saying to you. So it's like kind of um, say like you can able to see as it is like you draw a picture of state flow. It's like kind of
Ah,
state flow you see like A to B, B to C, all those things. Like if
exactly.
you convert it into a C code or Python code, it would be like kind of hell lot of time it will take for you to
True,
read
true.
through it. But in MATLAB, you can just visualize it as it is you draw in the paper. So
Uh-huh.
that's where MATLAB is having an edge there.
True. Actually, I about to say that. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I gave it because these are all experience, right? You also have that experience. I also
Yes,
have that
yes, yes,
experience.
yes.
So
Yeah,
I
then I can say like in high level, so state flow is we know exactly what state we are with the proper conditions. So that's very high level, I can say.
yes, yes. It's a high level, I would say.
Okay, okay, okay. Great, great. So now, yeah, you explain about IAM scripts, state flow, Simulink, and those things. Okay, so consider in SDLC, software development life cycle. Obviously, it will come next to MBD, come next to requirements. Okay, so I got requirements from stakeholder. From stakeholder requirement document, it has to be deciphered into product requirement. So that product requirement will, from that product requirement is input for MBDs. Okay, so who will take the responsibility there? Like, is architect will do this modeling, or software people will do the modeling? Who will handle what part? Why? Because um, see, a simple part can junior engineer can take, like, why? Because modeling, like, we have to model a complete system, not not a small event, or not a small subsystem, or something. So if I'm planning to model, for example, airbag means a complete airbag system I have to model. Okay, so here architect part, architecture part is there. Then system engineer and software engineer parts also there. So here, can you explain, like, who will take this MBD part?
Okay, that's a good question. So I will just directly answer all those things. So the architect part is like important. It must be done by the head, whoever is the master of that project or project owner will create the architecture, and he will create that architecture based on the conversations with the system engineer,
Mhm.
who knows the inputs and outputs and how the interactions would be. And from there, this architect, whoever the project owner, the architect will assign the functionalities to people who are below.
Uh-huh.
So those guys are all developers who will be responsible for developing. And for them, the requirements would be what is my input, what is the algorithm expected, and what are all the outcomes expected from this module. So though these three only they will aim and where to place these things. So that's only they will do.
Mhm.
And they will develop this and they will test that functionality. Then after putting it in the architecture, like architecture, the integrated architecture, they will test a whole level, a
Okay.
system level kind of thing. So it's like kind of MBD is like kind of for junior people to say in senior engineering persons from graduate to senior engineers, they will have mostly this effective things, contributions.
It's kind of
And
a team
in
work, I can say. So MBD
yes,
means
yes,
MBD team should develop the model,
yes.
and they'll also test it. Huh? This
Yeah, yeah, they will
MIL.
test it. The person who are like kind of in a junior level are responsible for both testing, like functionally, how whatever they develop, they will test it. Then they will put that in the place of an integrated architecture
Okay.
where it has to go. They will place it. They will test those things.
Okay.
how in integrated level the any dependency is there, how it works at that point. They
Okay.
will test and they will provide the module. And the
Okay.
person, as you mentioned, it's the entire teamwork, and the person who is the project architect, the
Hmm.
project owner,
Hmm.
he will be responsible to maintain that entire integrated plant and monitor that these things are all going fine. To clean out the things, unnecessary, cull out the unnecessary things, add new things, modify the requirements, and all those things he has to be taking care. So MBD is not only like a single person's thing; it's a team thing. It's a
Got
team's
it. Got it.
process.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Great, Shankar. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Like we covered most of the things. Yeah, I just want to summarize whatever we discussed. So we were discussing what is MBD and then why we need MBD in MATLAB. And then we were talking about state flows, Simulinks, and what is scripting, um MATLAB or AI, so auto code generation and everything. Okay, so now we are into conclusion part here. So here, I just want to conclude here with one thing. So yes, MBD, it's a kind of a old methodology, I can say, but it never fade away. But it's kind of evolving. So initially, when I was doing MBD and those things, like we did manually all the scripts. Like we have to create math library for our own use case. Many MATLAB libraries are not available in Simlinks, so we have to create our own S functions, and we have to create our own math libraries. But nowadays, like it got changed many things. So I hope in future also it is acquainted with the AI. I hope, like you mentioned, MATLAB is integrated with all the AI models, and AI integrated Simlinks also available. I didn't worked on recently. I didn't touch MATLAB.
The
So
most recent thing came, I think so. Like it's not been available in previous versions also. Like
okay,
maybe a year ago also it was not there.
okay,
It
great.
came this last year only. They have launched all those things.
Okay, then we'll plan one thing, like we will try new things, and then we try to show it in our upcoming podcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Shankaran. So that's it from my side. Like it's very interesting discussion with you. So yeah, we'll discuss on next interesting topic on next session. Yeah, thanks for being with us. Thank you, Shankaran.
Yeah, thank you. It was good talking to you. Yeah,
Thank you.
hoping
Thank
so that it goes further. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye bye.